Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Loser to Lambo. My name is Curtis. And thank you for coming back to follow my journey of going from having lost pretty much everything in my life to owning a Lamborghini in only 5 years. That's the goal. That's always been the goal. And we've been reaching many goals on the way up to that goal. All right, so where are we at right now? I promised you guys in the last video that I would do an update on where I am on my goal as far as being in progress on my goal to owning a Lamborghini. Well, how do I put this? All right, so my investment accounts are up significantly. So actual fiat currency is in Canadian dollars. I don't know, I have a few thousand in savings. I've got some in my regular account. And that's about it. Not a whole lot of money in fiat currencies, but when it comes to crypto, it's a whole nother story. So I have a bunch. Now that value is always changing. Right now, the value of Bitcoin has just been skyrocketing, just skyrocketing. It's been incredible. So along with my trades taking place and being, I've had trades that close at up, 200 and some percent of when I put it in. That's an incredible gain. And so you take that and then seeing the value of Bitcoin rise, it's really stacking up in my crypto accounts. So yeah, playing the market like it is, and if I keep doing what I'm doing, I do believe it is possible for me to be able to reach my goal of being able to live that lifestyle, be able to afford a Lamborghini, being able to have all my bills paid. Well, they already are, but I'm not having to worry about not being able to afford anything and not working for somebody for the majority of my day. Now, I don't mind doing it right now. I don't mind hustling strong, keep going. I don't mind that. I'm just saying that's not the end game. The end game is to work for me, not to work for somebody else. So, yes, progress is good as far as that goes. Back to reading heavy again. Started reading The Richest Man in Babylon. Fantastic book, revolves around the concept of paying yourself first. So all money you generate, working for or through investments or whatever, you keep 10%, and that's to pay yourself. You're always supposed to pay yourself first, and then your bills and everything else comes after that. Fantastic book, great concept, loving it so far. I've never read it, and I had a couple of buddies go, "Wow, you haven't read that yet?" I'm like, "Nope, guess not. Never been a big reader, but leaders are readers. So I want to be a leader. Time to read." So no problem there. Another thing I said I'd update you guys on was what I really accomplished this summer with my very own yard care business. Well, it was a season. Even with COVID in full swing, I think it left people home and they looked at their yard and stuff a lot, and they're like, since we're not going to Mexico, we may as well spend this money on the yard. Looking at it anyway. I'm like, fantastic. So, got a lot of calls, got a lot of big jobs. And this season, I made the same promise I made to myself the other seasons. I was like, if a customer asks if I can do something, I'll always try my best to not say no, unless you need, really specific tools that are thousands and thousands of dollars. I would really try to take on any job that was brought my way. So I had a customer who originally got me in to do a bunch of spring cleanup stuff, and he called me up, early summer, and he was like, "Hey, do you guys cut down trees?" Now my first reaction would have been, "I don't have a chainsaw. Sorry, man." But what I did is I asked him, "Well, how many trees do you need cut down?" He's like, "I need, probably, 20 some trees in my yard, and I need them all trimmed, cut down, bagged, everything." So I came up with a price that I thought was reasonable, that I'm like, "Okay, I'm willing to work for that." So typically, All in the Family Yard Care charges $110 per tree for trimming, $180 for a tree removal, and that's up to about, 15 foot tree potentially. So yeah, so I was thinking, okay, so if I did it for that price and I have this much work to do, I'm like, that's a lot of money. So what? I'm gonna skip it all because I don't have a chainsaw? I don't know if that's a good idea. Bad move, right? So I priced out chainsaws, and I was like, okay, look, I can get a chainsaw for about $500. So I went and looked it up. This was during the Steel days, so it's STIHL. Excellent chainsaw company, known worldwide. And went out and spent the $500 on a chainsaw and a case and oil and extra chain and stuff, and went and did the job, and it was great. So I ended up getting my chainsaw paid for right away in the job, and I was up, about $1,200 above that from all the trees getting done and everything else that needed to get done on that job site. So if you want to generate some extra income and you're not afraid of cutting down trees, I highly recommend put up an ad for tree trimming and such, tree trimming, small tree removal. Go spend the $500 on a chainsaw, and within your first or second job, that chainsaw is probably paid for, and then everything after that is all gravy. So yeah, words of advice this video. You want some extra cash, you're not afraid to cut down some trees, then do that, right? Excellent source of income. You can do the same thing if you want an aerator. An aerator will take a little longer to pay for, because they're a few $1,000s, but with all my tools, you should be able to bring the money back. But a chainsaw has been the quickest way to make money for the least amount invested. That's it, guys. This is just an update video, and I'm going to come at you with some new information, some new ways that I schedule out my days, my weeks, my time. How the hell do I get so much done in such, in the same amount of time that everybody else has in a day? Well, I'll share it with you. And it's all about booking. I say to myself, if I don't book it, there's no guarantee that I'll do it. All right, guys. Thanks for coming back to another episode of Lose It a Lambo. If you're curious in following this story and you want to see it through to the end and, see, do I get that damn Lamborghini? All right, click that subscribe button, click the bell so you get notified of new videos coming out. I'm going to be trying really hard, you guys, to get to like 2 videos a week. And I know that's a big stretch from what I have been producing, but I really want to release more arm wrestling videos for that crowd, because I have a fairly good following in arm wrestlers. And I would also like to share, the personal growth and the business creation and business management and end of things as well. So thanks for coming back, you guys. See you soon.